Hello there, Cancer. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of September 14th through the 20th. What you have coming up on Monday, Cancer, King of Clubs in reverse. I feel like whatever work you're doing on Monday, Cancers, you're going to feel like this is so boring. I don't get to think at all when I do this. It's so monotonous. Feels like it is something that's necessary to be done, and you're not minding because you know that it needs to be done, but you're just so looking forward when you get ready to when you can do other stuff that allows you to be a little bit more creative and have a little bit more flexibility in what you're doing and how you're doing it. So that's your Monday, Cancers. Tuesday, Page of Clubs in reverse. Oh my gosh, it feels like to me some of you are getting news on Tuesday that guess what? Monday's work, you have to do another day of it, or at least a few more hours of it. It's not over yet. That's kind of what I'm picking up off of that card, that Page of Clubs in reverse. But generally, this card talks about getting in some kind of message that makes you feel less than inspired about something. So something that is something that you're not so happy that you're doing necessarily. Not that you hate it or anything, but just, you could do it with a hand tied behind your back and in your sleep. So it doesn't allow you any kind of creative thought process going on here, and it makes you feel like you're not living up to your potential. But the good news is that whatever is going on, it feels like it's just temporary, that you have to do this particular type of work. So an example of how this could manifest would be, there was somebody when I used to work in an office that had gotten hurt at work, and so then he had he could only do limited functions. And so he was used to working out in the plant and doing very physical labor. Well, instead, he was in the office helping me file things, which bored the poor guy to death. And so that's kind of one way that that can manifest. Another way that this can manifest is just, if you run your own business, we all know when you run your own business, you have those tedious things that you have to do, those things that aren't fun. Like for me, I love to do the readings. I don't love so much to keep track of my income and how much I owe the tax man. So that might be a more tedious thing for me to do if that was coming up in my reading. Okay, so that's some examples. You guys get the picture. So let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday, what we have showing up is we have the Temperance card in reverse. Oh, wow. The Temperance card is coming up as a few different things for you, Cancers. For some of you, I feel a fit coming on. For those of you who ever used to watch Jesse Duplantis, a fit of carnality. But anyway, this is, I just feel like there's something that you really are most benefited by being patient with a situation in your life. And I feel like you feel as if you've been patient long enough and now you're just kind of chomping at the bit and you're sort of throwing a fit that things haven't happened as quickly as you had hoped they would. Trust me, if you notice the energy coming in, you really don't want to have anything to do with it because it will set things back. Try to be as patient as you possibly can on Wednesday with whatever that is going on. I know it feels like you shouldn't have to. I know it feels like that because I can feel it right now as I'm doing this talking for you guys. But try to just breathe deep, step back, realize that a fit is not going to help you. And just let things go at their own pace. Okay, so that's one of the ways that that is coming in. That's the predominant way. And let's see what else. The other thing is I feel like some of you have been working on making some changes in your life for a while, and you've decided, you know what, it's time to take a break. And so you're taking a break from bringing in those changes. Well, those changes are actually pretty healthy changes that bring balance to your life. But it's almost like, I feel like you're kind of coming to the end of your rope where you're like, you know what, I have done this enough. It's so much work. I need a break, and then I'll get back on the horse again after that. So that's kind of what I see coming in on Wednesday. And I got to say that some of your thought processes that may not necessarily be how things work out. You may not get back in the saddle again that quickly, but that's kind of your thought processes that I'm feeling and sensing and hearing for you on Wednesday on that reverse Temperance card. Thursday, Star card in reverse. Star card in reverse just tells me that on Thursday you're feeling a little bit out of touch with reality. You're also feeling out of touch with any kind of cosmic guidance. You feel like you're just kind of out there free floating all alone, not really knowing which way to turn. And that's, for most of you, this is just going to be regarding one particular situation. It's not like it's what you think about your whole life, but there's one particular situation that you're just not sure what's coming next with that or how to handle it. So that's what I see coming in for you Thursday. Gotta say, that's a really great time to have a reading. Just saying. So anyway, on Friday, let's move on. Friday, you have the 9 of Coins in reverse. Feels like Friday you are getting a little bit of clarity. You're starting to get in touch with your reality, at least on Friday. And when you've got the 9 of Coins in reverse, what this is telling me is that you're looking at your life and you're looking at your lifestyle and you're realizing that there are some things that you want to change. Now, obviously, we all have things that we want to change all the time. Otherwise, we wouldn't be growing and expanding. But this is talking about some very specific thing that you want to change. And it's talking about that you want to make that change right now, if not yesterday. So that's what I'm seeing coming in for you Friday. You're going to be realizing there's something about your life or your lifestyle that you want to change, and you're going to be taking action very quickly about making that change come into place for you. All right. So that's the 9 of Coins, and that's for Friday in reverse. 9 of Coins in reverse. Saturday, 5 of Swords, Cancer. 5 of Swords basically talks about, I'm hearing a verbal heated argument. And this involves more than just two people. In fact, it feels like to me that really, Cancers, you don't have too much to do with this argument. However, somebody, if not two somebodies, are trying to draw you into this argument because they think that that's going to strengthen their position. So that's something that, you want to be very aware of, like, do I really need to be in the middle of this kind of discussion? Is this really anything that's appropriate for me to be voicing an opinion on? Is this even anything that affects me? And if people, excuse me, sorry about that. And if people are trying to draw you into an argument when really it's not even appropriate for you to be voicing an opinion about this situation, just be aware. Be aware and keep yourself from being sucked in. Just because they want you sucked in doesn't mean you have to get sucked in. Now, Sunday, we have a much better card coming up, and this is the 3 of Cups. This is telling me that you have a situation on Sunday where you're spending some time with friends, and it's very enjoyable time. This can be going out to dinner together. This can be having a conversation on Skype. I do feel like there's more than one other person involved. So we're talking about, 3 or 4 people on Skype hanging out or in person hanging out. This could be getting a text from an old friend, but I'm really feeling like this has to do with a group of friends getting together and just having fun in person, not so much electronically. This card can talk about electronically, but that's not what I'm feeling for you, Cancers. This feels like a much more in-person thing for you on Sunday. Excuse me. Okay, so that's your week, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, for sharing some time with me today, and for all your likes, your subscribes, your shares, and for those of you who have gotten a reading from me and those of you who still will get readings from me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all. I appreciate all of your support. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here the next time. Peace out.